Hello guys, they talk about the box office here, and we'll be talking about Venom Let There Be Carnage. This movie is gonna make money, yep. Another success, after the weeks of failures, between Shang-Chi and Venom, I was predicting this would be the case. It would be weeks of failed movies that no one wants to see, like Dear Evan Hansen, Cry Macho, and Maleficent. I knew most of those movies would underperform and flop at the box office because nobody cared about those movies. They weren't really advertised or marketed that much. Maleficent and Cry Macho have seen the most marketing for them, but no one really cared, okay? And we can compare this to other Marvel movies. First weeks. It is outselling Shang-Chi, okay? Black Widow. It is slightly behind Black Widow, so it won't outpass Black Widow its first week. F9. The Fast Saga, which only opened to 29 million. And Venom is at 37 million. And its first day. And Shang-Chi is gonna likely still continue making money. And Free Guy and Jungle Cruise, not Jungle Cruise, A Quiet Place are the other movies that made a lot of money. Yeah, we have Free Guy, which only opened to 10 million, and A Quiet Place was only open to 19 million. And I think we should include Jungle Cruise. I think that would be reasonable. Of course. But I think Free Guy is now basically kicked out of the highest grossing movies of the year because of Venom, and I think it will probably stay that way. I think Jungle Cruise will be too. They both made a similar amount of money, so I'll just include Jungle Cruise. Yeah, they both made a similar amount of money. So Jungle Cruise made 155. They made the same amount of money. I think Free Guy will eventually pass Jungle Cruise at the box office, which will be hilarious. It actually already did pass. So Free Guy's still in the top 6, but it won't be for long, of course, as Venom will likely pass it. Past Jungle Cruise, kicking Jungle Cruise out of the top 6 highest grossing movies, and No Time to Die is likely going to kick out Free Guy. Considering if you look at No Time to Die's amount of money made, that it made 22 million on its first day. Yep. We'll talk about No Time to Die now for a second. This movie is breaking records in international markets here. And of course, you gotta be kidding me. Billie Eilish song? Really? So sick of hearing about the idiot. But No Time to Die 5 projected 114 million offshore bow. That's huge amount. That's the highest opening for the pandemic for any international opening ever. So it seems that the international box office is finally recovering after this time. International box office movies that, flopped because the international box office was underperforming, like the Suicide Squad and Hitman's First Bodyguard are two big examples. Movies that were performed well internationally, and of course Space Jam: A New Legacy, but again, because of the new restrictions, nobody wanted to see any of these movies. And this movie is gonna make 113 million. And it seems that attention spans don't really matter either, because it's 2 hours and 43 minutes. So it seems that people really don't care about screen time as long as the movie's good. Which, considering that Endgame made so much money, despite being 3 hours long, really shows you that as long as a movie is good or entertaining, it doesn't matter if it's 2 hours and 43 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's so long and so, there. Now, and the critics are probably scratching their heads right now. Why is a movie that's considered terrible making so much money with his Venom Let There Be Carnage? Free Guy was loved by critics. A Quiet Place Part 2, loved by critics. F9, that's the only movie, but again, that's Fast and the Furious. That was going to make money regardless. Black Widow, loved by critics. Shang-Chi, loved by critics. The only movie that wasn't loved by critics was F9. I actually gotta see this. F9. 9. Yeah, it's got the same. Yeah, it wasn't really loved by critics. I don't want to get why the IMDb rated so low. 5.2. When everybody said it was a good movie. It's stupid IMDb. What? I bet Metacritic score is the same. Metacritic score is 4.4. Cool, but it's a pretty decisive movie as it already is. But look at Venom, okay? Because Fast and the Furious is a big name, but Venom, here, let there be carnage, 6.8, 59, same score as critics. So the critics don't really hate it that much, okay? Which is something that the fandom base does not see here. It's 59%. The critics don't hate this movie that much. They only gave it a 59%. That's pretty reasonable compared to the first movie. Okay, compared to the first movie, 40%, that's much better than the original movie. And fans are reacting to the same way as the first movie, which is not surprising at all. It's like a Venom with the Pecans is like going to make a lot of money. No Time to Die will probably make a lot of money. And, it will likely be on this list as well. Again, No Time to Die is more popular in Europe than it is in America. It has always been that way. As well as that's probably the whole Transformers is still the most anticipated movies. It's out on freaking Amazon Prime Video. I should actually try watching that. I have Amazon Prime Video because you get Amazon Prime Video, you get like big deals on shipping and stuff on Amazon. You get Prime Day and stuff. There's always something to look forward to, but the other movies that we released this week are not really doing too well compared to the great Venom. Of course, Dear Evan Hansen is not performing as well as, the critics would have loved it to be. And they don't have any sales for Addams Family and Many Saints of Newark. They don't have any sales for those movies, but I bet they'll probably do okay. Okay? But Dear Evan Hansen, okay? I told you guys, this movie would flop. And you guys all fucking disliked the video because I said the movie would flop. Guess what? I was correct. Dear Evan Hansen dropped 38%. I was correct. How can I be correct again? Because Dear Evan Hansen is a flop. Nobody wanted to see it, okay? And it seems that the audiences were correct. No one wants to see this movie. No one gives a shit about this movie. Okay? And I'm going to look up the full box. I'm going to see how Many Saints of Newark is doing in, Addams Family. But it's set for $71 million opening weekend, which is pretty reasonable. Which is pretty good compared to the first movie. It's not making as much as the first movie, but it's pretty reasonable amount, but it didn't make as much as Black Widow, so which would be the third best-selling movie of all of October, which is only behind Joker and only behind the first Venom. So it's only behind Black Widow, and most people loved it. And the Addams Family 2 is projected to make $15 million. Which is behind the first one, and no one's watching Many Saints of Newark, which is not surprising. Not many people really. It's kind of more of those movies that are gonna be. It is a more older movie, more adult skewing movie, and it is competing with, of course, Venom. And of course, it's Jesus music is a flop. No one's surprised by that. But Dear Evan Hansen is a flop. I am not surprised at it at all. Shang-Chi's going to only open $5 million, but again, Shang-Chi has been out for a month already. Okay, and Free Guy's going to probably continue making money. And the word of mouth for, there and then Venom is going to make money. This is just a pretty successful week. Paramount, I don't know what you did there. Okay, I think Paramount did reschedule the Clifford movie. Okay? They did finally schedule the Clifford movie. And they're still trying a stupid day-to-day streaming thing, which has proven to make movies do worse, which is completely dumb. I don't know why they continue doing this. Okay, even Disney said enough is enough of this stupid day-to-day streaming thing. It's just enough. Nobody wants day-to-day streaming. That's another reason why movies are flopping in the box office, like the Suicide Squad and stuff. It's because of day-to-day streaming. I think they should get rid of it altogether. But some studios, for example, like Paramount, are not going to listen. And yep, that's basically it about this video. Goodbye.